get all this stuff. We're going to get super fancy today. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's some audio.
I still hear the music.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I think we got it good. The music was going on, but we got it working now. We're getting very fancy. Matt, what do you have in store for us a little bit later in the Weekly Word Live?
So we're going to Kahoot it. We're going to test it out. That's why we're fumbling a little bit, because we're going to test out the Kahoot so you can participate. So get your mobile device. Hopefully you have your, mobile device. There it is. Hopefully you have downloaded the Kahoot app on your mobile device. You can test it with us. And then we'll also play a little video on how to for others as well.
So if you don't have the Kahoot app, go out to your mobile store and search for Kahoot, and then we've got a little video coming up on that. But Matt, as you prepare for the game, I'm going to let you go for now. And I've got a few things to share with everybody, if that's okay. So can you hang tight?
I'll be sitting here with the birds.
Oh, okay, here we go. So, thank you, everybody, for being patient. I am a one-man show here at the moment. Normally on a Sunday morning, I'm not running this whole situation. We have Tony and Zach and Mary Lou, some of our great video team leaders. They're at their house running it remotely, but now I'm pressing all the buttons. As you can see, I have the controls, so be very, very afraid. What an interesting few weeks it's been. Of course, if you're like me, you're tired of hearing about the virus. I get that. But one of the interesting, I want to say highlights, or maybe, I don't want to say silver lining, because I don't want to make light of the seriousness of what we're going through and what so many people are faced of. But one of the interesting things that's happened for our church and for many, many other churches is the fact that this virus has sort of quickened the church to a certain extent and caused us to really think outside of the box. And it has really done a lot of good things in terms of how we're able to continue to work with the community, and how we're continuing to reach out into the community, and how our offerings have actually gone up. We did not expect that. Now, I have, you guys know, I have tons and tons of faith in the congregation and in your faithfulness. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it 100 times. LifePoint is one of the most generous congregations, I think, in the nation. But, I'm a little biased. But you guys have always come through, and the same is true right now. And I think I know why. And it has to do with this $5 bill, okay? $5 bill. You think, well, $5, what does that have to do? How could that make a big difference in the offering? Well, hold that thought, because I want to tell you a little story first. You might be familiar with this story, but in the book of John, Jesus was teaching a large group of people. The Bible says 5,000 men plus women and children. So maybe as many as 7,000 to 10,000 people. He's teaching them over the course of this long day. It starts to get late, and the people are getting hungry. Now, you know what that's like. If you've been at church sometime and it's time to go eat and you're getting hungry, you know that it can be kind of a challenging situation. We call it, have you heard of hangry? I think it was Laura Martin who coined the phrase changry. That's when you're church hungry and angry. Anyway, so all these people were out there and they were getting very hungry, and the disciples say to Jesus, like, we need to, we got to send these people so they can get something to eat. And then Jesus says, well, why don't you feed them? And they're like, we can't feed 10,000 people. And then you probably know the story. There's a little boy, and he's got a little lunch, just a few fish and some loaves of bread. And he gives this to Jesus, and Jesus blesses it. And then an amazing miracle happens where Jesus actually starts multiplying the bread and multiplying the fish. And before you know it, everybody has been fed. And there's actually a ton of food left over. And it was because of the small offering of a child and the faith that goes with it that caused God to just abundantly explode what was given. And the reason I bring up this $5 bill is, as I was taking care of all of the stuff coming in for offering this week, we get it online, people mail checks, people put money in the drop box. This came in one of the envelopes with a check. And it came with this note that I want to read to you now. It says, I'm including this $5 bill from my grandson. It's from his birthday money. He wanted to give it for people who need food to eat right now. That blows me away. The faith of a child to give a little bit of something for God then to take it and multiply it. So does it surprise me that God has been blessing Life Point Christian Church through your generosity? No, not when I see that. And I see that over and over and over again. I see that from the people who give a couple of dollars a week to the people who give several $100s a week. It's their faithfulness that God is taking and then producing over and over. And that's the reason why we're able to stay faithful in the community. And it's super inspiring. Now, speaking of inspiring, I have a special message to play for you. Our city mayor, Matt Morgan, some of you know who he is. He's the really big, tall guy. He's 7 foot tall, big guy. Used to be a professional wrestler. Well, I think he still is a professional wrestler. Anyway, he is a part of Life Point Church. He and his wife and son have been attending the church for quite a while. And he was able to record a special message for you guys. And I want to play that for you right now. Take a look.
Good afternoon, Life Point Church. It's Life Point Church team member and along with City Mayor Matt Morgan here. And I wanted to stop by because, look, I know a lot of people are really scared right now. A lot of people are really nervous. Causes a lot of anxiety. And I can't even say this is something when something like this happens, because something like this has never happened, right? So you can pretty much take it to the bank that it causes a crazy amount of anxiety and fear, right? What I wanted to reach out to everyone here at Life Point specifically and say is that you have so much more power than you ever think you could have ever had on something like this. And I'm sure I'm not sharing anything new with you guys when it comes to the power of prayer, right? That really deep, emotional prayer in your multiple conversations with the Lord our God every single day, right? One of those prayers is so valuable. So those of you that continue to say, well, what can I do in this community? What can I do to help out in Longwood? What can I do to help out if I live in Altamont Spring? What can I do, Matt? One, I would always argue, is prayer. Prayer, one of those deep, dig down, really reach deep type of prayers. And you know which ones I'm talking about, right? Where it's almost exhausting by the time you're done, right? Where it's one of those emotional prayers, right? Doing those for a multitude of different people where you live in your community, whether it's these small business owners that are just absolutely bleeding financially every single day, whether it's for someone's health, your community's health, to be able to get through this virus and make it back, right? Our seniors especially, right? Maybe it's for your local leaders, the decision makers. Maybe it's for, obviously, your first responders, your police, your fire, your medical, right? All those in the hospitals right now, on the front line, fighting for us, quite frankly, right now. They need our prayers more than ever. Another way you guys can definitely contribute without having to leave your home as well is get on your social media. Use your social media to your advantage to be able to help others, especially, again, with these small business owners. Get out there and help promote some of the things that they're putting out there. If they have delivery service, put that out there. If they have curbside pickup, put that out there for some of these small mom and pop restaurants, for example. There's more that we can do here. And we're not powerless in this. And I want to make sure I make that abundantly clear. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir on this because I go to Life Point, so I know how Pastor Phil thinks, and I know how a lot of our church members think, and that is we don't give up on anything. In fact, we I would argue more than anybody, fully comprehend and understand the power of prayer. So I would start there, guys. I truly, truly would. I've been doing it God knows how many times per day. And I find it very impactful. And I know you guys do too. So don't think that there's nothing that you can't do. Don't think that you're powerless over this. Don't ever for 1 millisecond give your power over to the fear in this. I know it's easier said than done, right? You look on the media, you look on the mainstream news, you can't get away from it, right? They're just ginning up more and more fear. That's not to undercut this virus. This virus is very deadly. It's very serious. But two things can be true at the same time here. One, we're going to make it through this. Make no mistake about that. You have my word, we're going to get through this. All right? And two, okay, that we're not powerless over this. No way, no how. And if I know my members of Life Point Church, you're probably already doing these things to begin with. But I wanted to check in with you all, and I wanted to say thank you for the prayers that you've given up for me and my family during some incredibly rough times right now with decision making. And I want to thank you on behalf of the other political leaders that you've prayed for these decisions that have had to come down from our governor, right? From our county commission that puts in that executive order here in Seminole County. Thank you. And keep them coming. Can't pray enough. All right. I just wanted to stop in and say thank you. We love you all so much. I miss you guys. And hopefully this will be done sooner versus later. Here in Longwood, we're already trending downward as far as infections and cases go to begin with. So I've got high hopes that we'll be able to move past this, you know. But again, I think people are going to look back and see who did what during these type of times and who gave their power up to that fear. It won't be me, and I know it won't be you guys. You guys rock. And again, I miss you. Love you guys to death. See you guys soon. Bye.
Wow, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a
Great
couple
job,
things
Matt.
that I appreciate about that. You know, Matt is the mayor of our city. He's a part of our church, and the emphasis on prayer is awesome. And we've been praying for him. Obviously, we've been praying for our city leaders, our national leaders, every single Tuesday in our prayer meeting. But I just love hearing that. I mean, if we've got that kind of leadership, it's awesome. One thing I want to say before we get to our game, Matt, and this is late breaking news, so I don't have any graphics or anything like that, but I just had gotten off the phone with the city manager late this morning. We're going to do a prayer caravan this Sunday. We're going to meet up at the campus at about 4:15. Everybody in their cars, and you can't get out of your car, but you come up to the campus. We're going to meet in our cars. We're going to caravan down E.E. Williamson to Range Line to Church. Church Street takes us to the police station. We're going to drive by the police station, and as we drive by, we're going to pray for the police officers, and we're each going to honk our horn one time to let them know we're there. They know we're coming. We're going to turn the corner, and then we're going to go by the fire station, and we're going to pray for the fire station as well and honk our horn one time to let them know that we appreciate them and we're praying for them. And then we're going to deliver food for those guys to eat dinner on Sunday night, just to let them know that we love and appreciate what they're doing in our city. So look for more information coming up and graphics and all that kind of stuff so you know exactly how to do it. But we're excited about just being involved in the community and praying for our city, and it's exciting to know that, you know, our city wants us and needs us and appreciates us to pray for them. So excited about that.
That's awesome.
All right, Matt, now we're going to play this game, and I've got some instructions, but this whole thing has come about because I'm going to do a new teaching series on Sunday, and we wanted to do something sort of interactive. So tell us a little bit about what, you know, this Kahoot, how does it interactive? What's it going to do?
Yeah, so, well, the best way is to actually, we'll show the video in a second, and then we can come back and we can actually do the game. But you'll be able to put a PIN number in and be added to the game and put your real name. So here's what we want you to do. I know it says nickname, but please put your real name, your real first name, so we know who you are. That will be very, very helpful as we're communicating and plus it helps, if anybody else roguely coming in on these kind of things. So watch this video, though, and then we'll play after that.
Stand by, everybody. Technical difficulty.
Here's how to participate in Kahoot. The best way is to watch on one device, TV or iPad, and play on your mobile phone. First, download the Kahoot app on your mobile device. We will give you a game pin, and you'll put that in your mobile phone. If you only have a desktop computer, you'll need to have 2 browser windows up. You'll watch the live video on one and have Kahoot.it up and ready to put in the game pin on the other. Watch the screen for questions.
Sorry. Matt disappeared for a second, but he's back now. Okay, so Matt, we are going to get ready to play this game, and let me hit the right button.
And you can hear me here?
That's not it. There we go. There's us. Okay, and I believe that, let's see, this next one, we're going to pull the game up for everybody. Obviously, we're working the kinks out of this, everybody, so be patient. This will be better on Sunday. There we go.
All right, so that's the game pin. Can you hear me okay? All right, so you're going to put in the game pin, and then you're going to put in your name. 53. Let's see. I'm going to enter. And you'll see people joining. Apparently, there's 2 Pastor Matts.
I'm working on it.
All right, so Joel is here, Steph is here, I'm here. Where are you at, Phil?
My phone says it takes a few extra seconds to load. Hang in there.
Oh, okay. Kahoot.it, that's where you would go on your mobile device or use the mobile app. So if you have the mobile app, it just automatically opens up with, hey, what's the pin? But if you needed to use it, the browser, you would just put Kahoot.it, and you would be able to put its PIN number in as well. And the PIN number is that number, 526-6053. Now, just a note that this is happening at 2 o'clock today. If you're watching this replay tonight at 6 p.m., for whatever reason, this game is not live. So this was pre-recorded earlier, just so you know. All right, Phil's in, Joel's in, Steph's in. Anyone else? We're waiting. We're waiting. All right. There's lots of people watching. Maybe they don't have, maybe they're on their phone and they don't know how to. Yeah, they don't know how to maybe get on their mobile device. And so typically you would need to have something else. People may not be prepared today to have both the app and watching this at the same time. That's part of the problem. You have to be able to watch the screen, so you have to have a TV or an iPad or a desktop, and then your mobile device to actually play. So that'll be for Sunday. All right, well, let's get going here. Let's start this, and we'll go from there. So there are 11 questions. You're ready. The first question, what is a group of unicorns called? I know, because unicorns are real.
See, I timed out before I ever saw the question.
So here we go. All right, so hit the next one. So there's a delay that we're seeing, and I answered, but it didn't work, I guess. I'm not sure. So we'll see it.
Watch it from Facebook.
We'll see. Oh, again, we're working out the kinks on this. A slug has how many noses? 3, 4, 5? I mean, the world wants to know these kind of answers, right? I mean, who doesn't need to know about a slug? All right. So go ahead and hit the next one. Okay, what is the plastic covering on the tip of a shoelace called? If you watched Phineas and Ferb, you'll know the answer to this. All right, I think there's such a delay that I'm not able to play. Question number 4. Let's see. How long is a kangaroo baby when it is born?
There appears to be some problem because it's just answering the question, not giving anybody a chance to answer.
That's weird.
Watch, if I start this next question, it just goes right to the answer for some reason.
What is a group of ravens called?
Oh, this one appears to be working.
Yeah. That's weird. What is a group of ravens called? I know the right answer.
Well, it's giving us a countdown, right? 12 seconds, 10 seconds?
Yep. So that's what it should do on a normal basis. It will give you a countdown as to how long to be able to answer. Maybe for some reason those questions didn't have the countdowns on them. I'm not sure. I thought they did.
Next.
Unkindness. All right, next one.
How was Joe in there 4 times? How's that happening?
So
5 times.
apparently I'm in 83rd place. I know there's not that many people playing, so that's where there's a bot hack, apparently. That's the bot hack. What is the world's most popular first name? John, Mary, Jose, or Muhammad? And you have 15 seconds according to my clock that I'm looking at. Now 10 seconds to be able to answer that question.
I was able to answer this one and the last one.
Okay. Yeah, the last 2 I was able to answer, but there was such a delay on the other 2. Not sure. So actually, the correct answer is Muhammad as the world's most popular first name. A blank can live up to 3 weeks without its head. Is it a cockroach, a snail, a worm, a lizard? All right. Yeah, that's kind of scary to think about anything living up to 3 weeks without its head. I know I couldn't, so. And I lose my mind on a regular basis. Yeah, a cockroach. So that's even creepier now.
Steph is on fire.
Steph's on fire, it says. The longest record flight of a chicken is 8 seconds, 13 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute? I don't know. My question is, who timed this? I mean, it just baffles me right there. And why is the Guinness Book of World Records looking at this? Oh, it is 13 seconds. Oh, Steph is still on fire. 9 out of 11. Which animal is known to kill more people than plane crashes? Is it a donkey, a dog, a tiger, or a bear? A donkey, a dog, a tiger, or bear? Which animal is known to kill more people than plane crashes? What are the correct answers? Well, the correct answer on this one is going to be donkey. There it is right there. I don't know how they determine that. Next one. What is the dot over an I and a J called? Is it a spot, a tittle, a tilde, a point? I don't know what the point to this one is either. It was actually, I guess I always dotted my I's and crossed my T's. Or crossed my I's and dotted my T's. And is it a tittle? And tilde, okay, there we go. Oh, looks like Pastor Matt. And last question, a normal piece of paper cannot be folded more than blank times. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. A normal piece of paper. Actually, Phil, you should know this because we were doing this the other day. We were trying to.
I think I got it right.
What do you think the answer is?
7, and I did get it right.
7. It is. You cannot fold it more than 7. So here's the podium. Phil is in 3rd place. Steph is in 2nd place. Oh, and who's the spotlight? Oh, Pastor Matt.
That seems wrong because you are the one who wrote the questions.
Oh, well, no, I actually didn't write the questions, but I've already played.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to feel like a winner for once because usually I lose at these type of things.
Right.
So that's the reason why. So that's a little bit. So we had some delay there. We'll have to work on those, work the kinks out of those bugs.
Yeah, we wanted to test it out, see how it was going to work. Obviously, you're probably hearing some echo because we are having some audio challenges. I hope you guys give us a little bit of leeway here as we're trying to figure this out. But the point is, for Sunday, right after the sermon, we're going to do a very quick little quiz, just so that we can kind of have some fun and see how engaged we can stay. And then we're going to sort of have an ongoing scoring over the course of the whole series. And then we're going to make some donations to some great ministries in the name of whoever comes in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. So, going to be exciting. Well, Matt, I'm going to bring it to a close. Thanks for joining us here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
It was fun.
And you guys look for the Life Point at Home Challenge tomorrow. You've got that coming out, right, Matt?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And then Sunday
I'm not going to give you
morning,
any
10
clue.
a.m., YouTube, Facebook. Anything else,
Yep.
Matt?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.